You just know how to push all my buttons. Moved out of town and I erased your number, but still I find myself calling in the middle of the night, and there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn to you. I know you feel the same. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly opposite. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly I try to fight you off, but it's so useless. You circle around me like the moon around the earth, always ending with a kiss. I'm clueless. We pretend that we don't really care at all, and there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn to you. I know you feel the same. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly opposite. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly like two magnets, we are drawn to each other. You just know how to push all my buttons. Moved out of town and I erased your number, but still I find myself calling in the middle of the night, and there is nothing I can do. I am madly drawn to you. I know you feel the same. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly opposite. You got my heartstrings tangled, tangled up. You got my heartstrings vibrating for you now. There's something more, but you don't want to admit it. Whoa, we're perfectly I try to fight you off, but it's so useless. You circle around me like the moon around the earth, always ending with a kiss. I'm clueless. We pretend that we don't really care at all, Like two magnets, we are drawn to each other. You just know how to push all my buttons. Moved out of town and I erased your number, but still I find myself calling in the middle of the night. And there is nothing
Hi everyone, my stream deck says nope. I don't know why it says nope. Oh, maybe because I didn't open it. I just, oh gosh. I guess if I open my stream deck, it might work. Maybe? Maybe? Hi everyone, how are you? Maple sit. You know the rule. How's everybody doing? Yeah. Taking her pills. Number 1, turn it on. Number 2, it will work. Right? Good girl, Maple. Maple, Oh my gosh, what was that? Crafty Kel, 32 months! What? That's a lot. How's it going, though? How's it going? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. I am not prepared, says me every day. Every single... I don't know what that is, but that, I don't know, it's going with garbage. Right? Yeah. Every day. I'm not sure what this playlist is. Let's try it. But how's everybody doing? I hope all's well in everybody's corner of the world. It's hotter than hot again. Mama Fader! Hello, look, we finished. Where is he? We finished the pineapple last night. He's cute. He's adorable. I love him, and yeah. I gotta make more. How did I make out with the postal office? I'm confused. I need details on what I was... Etsy? That one? So, how's it going? Y'all can't even hear the music yet. There we go. So, now, just throwing it out there, y'all know that I really wanted that fiber, right? That I ordered and I don't even think shipped. Right? Are you really? I'm gonna show the fiber off. Why can't I show? So I got that one. Oh, they didn't say anything. They won't do anything, it's fine. Yeah, shop, 1 more hour, yay! Yeah, they said that there's no proof that it actually happened. And I'm like, look, I got the email, and I got the photo of how it arrived. Y'all didn't change envelopes. Yeah, who knows? Whatever. So I ordered that fiber, the teal and brown. It's in the US this time. And then, look at this one. This is gorgeous. Why do I do this to myself? So I ordered this one too. It's beautiful. I can't wait. It's fine. I don't have a problem. Right? I agree. But we have good news about Maple. Maple originally was getting her cone and stitches off on Friday, right? 9:30 Friday. Nope. Vet place called me earlier today and was like, oh, we gotta push your thing back to 1. I'm like, oh my gosh, do you have anything for Thursday? Because I'm off tomorrow. Somebody wanted hours. I'm like, fine, I'll take a day off. 2 o'clock tomorrow, she gets the stitches and cone removed. I'm happy. I'm excited. Heck yeah. It's amazing. If only you could call them worse than that, right? Like somebody has standards here or something. I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. Good chance of it. I'm excited. I am. Needed this one right? Hi, Alex. How's it going? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. Is that a Soro? Oh, is it? No. Okay, never mind. It's MW Mudworks. Looks like a Soro, also. So yeah, we got pumpkin, dragon fruit, pear, and pineapple now. Amazing. There will not be maple syrup at the maple part. Also, she hit the button again today. She's learning. Bargain bin posterior paper. I mean, but that's too nice. Oh, also, I got 932 stitches on this done today. Hold on, I can show. I don't have a problem. All I have left is the border around. Yeah, it doesn't go like my finger did. That is very true, Lost. Very true. I almost decided let's just finish this. There's only 569 stitches left on it, and then all the back stitching. But I'm like, no, I gotta... Jody will yell at me if I don't work on the Dragon Ball Z character. What? What? Jody will yell at me? Yeah, I said it. But yeah. So, now remember, now I'm all paranoid about ordering stuff, so I put this order in. And then immediately I got a message, oh, your order shipped. I'm like, what? Not this again. I have a tracking number this time. Words are hard. Yeah. Yeah, words are hard. I have no idea what round we're on. Baby girl's earning money tonight. I'm proud of her. Round 13. But how was everybody's Wednesday? Middle of the week day. How was it? Was it good? Gosh, I hope so. Yes. For Lost Kiddo and Found Kiddo? Question mark? Nah. Fire Marshal needs somebody to watch his kiddo when he's at the town hall meeting across the street. So it's not like he'll be far away, which is good. Right? Right. Yeah, Lost Traveling has Lost Kiddo, which is his kiddo, and then Found Kiddo, which is a kiddo he found. Not really, but yeah. But we dubbed second kiddo Found Kiddo. Oh, Mama, it came in. The wraps per inch guide, and it's amazing. So the blue that I spun and plied is about 16 wraps per inch, which is sport weight. I'm gonna make fingerless gloves. It's now I chose this one because I already had something from this person, and I'll show. Dueling Needles bought this. Hold on, wrong one. Wrong one. Hold on, I have too many pockets. Here it is. My foot mitten guide. And I saw that she also had this. I'm like, this is perfect. I know her quality. And it's a decent thickness and everything, and it's gorgeous. I'm gonna have a collection of all her guides and stuff soon. I gotta go check what else she has. A needle runs through it. Let me go grab the link. I have no problem. Yes, I meant the shop. Okay, so we're gonna zoom over and we'll take a gander. So erasable project color chart. I might get that. That's nice. Not sure. Needle minders. Oh, look at the tiny sparkle socks. I'm distracted. Well, I like that. Fabric scissors only. Erasable stitch markers, which is nice. Oh, that's nice too. Let's see if we can't find it. Wait, does she have one for guides? Notions and tools? Yes. So this is the one that I just got. Oh no, I'm gonna post the link. Right here. Toe-to-toe knitting tool. So that's the knitting tool. I think I got the smaller of the two. Yeah, I think I got the 10-inch. Yeah, I got the 10-inch. There's two different ones. So I got the 10-inch, and they have a 12-inch also. And it's nice because... Oh my gosh! Crazy Crafter! Hi, Mom! How are you? Thank you for the resub. I love your face. Because it has the measuring check right there, the 1-inch there, and on the back, it has both the stretchy bind off and the Kitchener stitch. Because let me tell you how much I forget about the Kitchener stitch, how to set it up and everything. And then tiny needle sizes, and they're very accurate. But this is cute. This is for measuring your count. I kind of like that. I don't know if I would use it though. But yeah, they have a lot of amazing tools. What's this one? Oh, this is nice too. Look at that. It's a sock helper tool. Show size chart for knitting socks. Helpful knitting. Like, that's nice. So, youth size 3 to 5, right? Would be 8.75 inches or 22 centimeters. This is nice. Then it goes women's size 8 to 9 or men's 7. I like that. That's really nice. I might have to get that. I'm not sure. So, Mama Fader, this is 289 yards that I spun, and it's pretty even. And it's pretty soft, and I love it, and I want to hug it, and I hug it. It smells good. It's the wash I have. That's what's doing. But now, I can't wait. I can't wait. And I know I keep talking about it, and I need to start it, but I'm busy. What wash? I think I left it in the other room. I'll go grab it. I'm gonna spin each of these separate and then ply them together. I'm hoping it looks as good as I want it to. So it's espresso, so dark brown with poppy of red. Let me go grab that. I think I left it out. Gosh, I hope so. If not, I don't know where. This one. They didn't have any unscented, and I'm okay with the lavender scent. I actually like the smell of lavender. But I'm gonna get, unscented in case somebody wants me to spin for them, and, you know. But it's thick. But it's so soft. It does good. Jody, you're here. Put this back in the bag. If I got almost 300 yards for this from one of those, I'll get almost 600 out of it. Since it's gonna be all, right? Right? Hi, Drifty Allison, how's it going? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. And hi, Happy Kittens, I hope all's well in your corner of the world. I did not update this. Let me update my pattern quick. I forgot. It'll take me a second. Oh wait, I have it open. What am I doing? It's a head.
Friends will come, friends will go. They all seem to change while I'm still the same.
There we go.
'Cause I just can't let
I
go.
get it.
And there's no one to blame. It's just the way it is.
Hold on, I'm closing out windows quick. Maple! Unacceptable. Please stop barking like that. So yeah, I'm excited for Maple for tomorrow. Like, what's she gonna do? She's gonna flip out because no comb. I feel it. It's a good thing.
Lovers come, lovers go. And their hearts seem to change, but mine's still the same. 'Cause I still love them.
I think I left my water in the other room still. What is wrong with me? I went out there, I got Maple fresh water, I got her food, I refilled with new food into her storage container. I did all this stuff and I think I still... How dare I do that? Priorities. That's why. That is all. Priorities are straight when I take care of Maple before myself, right? Oh my gosh. Arsenic, it's not happening. I don't have a beverage here. Let me go get it. I'll be right back. Yes. Look, it only took me an extra couple seconds because Maple's like, oh, playtime! All day, every day, right? Arsenic, look at how good it looks. All I have left is the border. And then all the back stitching. There's a lot of back stitching in this. But it's almost done. And then I'm gonna do the other one that I have that's similar. I'm not crazy, am I? Am I? I might be at this point. It looks amazing. Even without, like, this looks great without back stitching, but this, good. At home, not driving, changing to your laptop, awesome. Jody, I'm only showing it off. I'm not working on it right now. I did over 900 stitches earlier. It's fine. Fine. For 2 kids, a lot, yes. That is true. Maple. It helps me sleep at night. Okay? Do you know how excited I got when the vet, like, agreed to tomorrow instead? Do you know? I was super excited. The maple will be cone-free in less than 24 hours. Actually, in about 20 and a half hours. If I did my math right. I am so excited. Maybe I'll buy those dresses for her to celebrate. Then she can look adorable, all dressed up. Who am I? And stitches. Also, Mint went streaking through chat. She doesn't know it yet, right? I'm telling you, she's been throwing temper tantrums with this cone. And it's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. Like, she when she's sniffing the ground, it falls down, so, like, it's literally up against the grass. And then she gets so aggravated that she just flips herself. It's hilarious. I was beginning to think she'll hate me taking her anywhere, but no, she still likes going places. Did you put her on the couch? What's she doing? Oh. Okay, so this is the last Dragon Ball Z guy that we gotta make. And I just gotta finish with the needle felting and detail adding and stuff, and then I can ship them all out. I'm excited.